I want to be clear on something.
Darrell Jones stood up in court and, breaking with court protocol, spoke politely but forcefully to the judge and prosecutor Jessica Kenny.
Excuse me, Your Honor, but it just want to get to this. I got a life too, and I haven't been able to live it at all. At all. And then we're just doing the same thing. If you want to retrial me, lady, retrial me. Get to it.
For the last 9 months, Darrell Jones has been living in legal limbo. He's been out of prison but waiting to learn whether the Plymouth County prosecutor is going to retry the case, charging him with murder again. At yesterday's hearing, Jones's attorney asked that the case be dismissed outright, and barring that, he wanted to prevent the tainted videotape used in the first trial from being used if there's a new one. Jones's murder conviction was thrown out last year when a judge ruled that videotape had been deliberately doctored by Brockton police, and the detective who made it lied under oath twice.
But the question is whether they're going to prosecute Detective Smith. If you perjure yourself in a murder trial, the sentence could be life sentence.
Just so you know, they offered me a 4 to 8 on this case. I would have went home in 4 years.
Detective Smith perjured himself on the stand in explaining how the video came to be in this very compromised condition. That this tape was deliberately tampered with.
Counsel, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did Ms. Starks identify, other than on that videotape, did Ms. Starks identify Darrell Jones? I mean, she's the only eyeball witness, right?
No.
Excuse me, if you would
No,
just step
that's not
outside.
But who's the other eyeball witness?
I'm not going to make any comment.
Who's the other eyeball witness? I just want to know. But you would agree if that was a crash edit of that tape, that would be a material fact, wouldn't it? I mean, that would be like a travesty of justice.
You heard me, no.
So you disagree? Yeah. That's fine. All right, thank you very much for the interview.
Three decades behind bars is enjoying freedom in this new year after a judge overturned his murder conviction. Darrell Jones was just 19 when a jury convicted him.
But new evidence revealed a Brockton police officer gave false testimony, and one of the jurors may have had a racial bias.
You got a report from the expert. That expert's no longer available. You're looking to call in somebody else who worked on it with that expert.
That's correct. We had hired an expert. We hired a company, and an expert, Jason Latham, had contacted us, and he had been the one that had done the work. He wrote a report, and I had a phone conference with him the morning of the 31st, which was the day that our report was due. And he was just finalizing it. He was going to get it to his someone else in his office. They're required to have peer review of their work before they send it out. So that was the last step. He was waiting to finalize some of the conclusions and send it out, and he was going to get it to me that afternoon. I received a phone call from him that just a few hours later, Your Honor, and he was out of breath, sounded almost as if he was on the verge of tears, and told me that his wife had just called him. He was very apologetic, but said that there was a very severe family emergency, that he needed to leave, that he couldn't work on this any longer today, and just apologized profusely and told me that he would do everything to get it to me as soon as possible.
Their witnesses are right down the street hanging out. I could go get them all from the bar, and they'll be there. So, you know.
Do you think they have a case?
They didn't have a case day one. So how you gonna have a case now? You're gonna bring back the same people to say he didn't do it, nobody's never identified me, then what's that mean?
At any point in time, have they indicated that there might be any additional evidence that has not already been brought forward?
Yeah, if they make it up like they did the first, there'll be some additional.